Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Kelly. I'm here today to show you a couple different flexibility stretches that you can do either at the beginning or after a workout. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening. So I'm just going to take you through a little flow. Remember, if you are working on flexibility, the best time to stretch is at the end of a workout. You do want to stretch at the beginning of a workout. Maybe hold each pose for about 10 to 15 seconds just to get the body warmed up, go through your workout. And at the end, you really want to have a nice cool down. Now that your muscles have already been engaged, you want to tap into that elasticity that has already been built up throughout your workout. So when we get to these poses, you want to hold each pose for at least about 30 seconds if you really want to gain on that flexibility, okay? If you want to monopolize on that. So make sure that you're holding each of the poses for at least 30 seconds, okay? You can do anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want to go over a minute because you really could damage some of the muscles that aren't used to stretching, okay? So the first one that we're going to go into, and I'm going to turn different directions just so you can see me a little bit better, okay? First pose that we're going to go into is called a child's pose. What you're going to do is go down onto your knees. You're going to widen your knees as much as your hips are, okay? So depending on how wide your hips are, make sure your knees are that far apart. Okay, you can see back here that my toes are connected together, and you're just going to sink your butt down in between your feet there. Next, you're going to reach your hands out in front of you as far as you can. Child's pose, we drop our chest all the way down. We lengthen our fingertips. So we really use our breath work in yoga to help with the elasticity in your muscles. So on the inhale, we want to lengthen, pulling our fingertips, reaching them forward as far as you can. On the exhales, dropping your chest down as far as you can. So holding for a few seconds here. Again, allow your belly to drop down. We don't want it to be tight here. We don't want it to do any of that. We want it to be nice and loose and relaxed. Again, stretching our fingertips forward, sinking the belly down, allowing for your bottom to drop back as far as possible. On your next inhale, we're going to walk those hands over to the right side, opening up our side obliques and the side body here. Reaching our fingertips again as far to the side as we possibly can, dropping the chest down. Try not to let any part of your arms feel relaxed. We want to be reaching on the inhales, exhaling, dropping down. If you're not feeling this all along your left sides, around your rib cages, and your obliques, reach out that left hand a little bit further. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to just go ahead and walk those hands over now to the left side. Same thing over here. We're going to reach those hands as far forward as we possibly can. Inhale, we lengthen the fingertips. Exhale, we drop the chest down. Feel that nice stretch all along the side body there. Again, using nice, slow breathing movements. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and walk those hands back to the center again. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to lay down flat onto our stomach, okay? Here at stomach, we're going to place our hands at chest level, okay? Our feet are connected behind us, or you can put them a little bit apart if you'd like to. Hands are at chest level, elbows, we're tucking them in, and we're just gently pushing our chest on up, okay? Here in baby cobra, our chest is elevated while our hips are sinking down towards the mat, okay? Fingertips are spread nice and wide. It might be a little difficult to breathe in this position, but this is where that strength comes from. If you want to go ahead and lift up the back of your feet just a pinch to get a little bit deeper in your lower back, that's fine too. On the exhale, we're going to drop down. Inhale, we're going to lengthen. We're going to pull up a little bit more. So again, we're tucking those elbows, keeping them squeezed in. Our glutes are being squeezed here. You might feel this a little bit in your traps. Good. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, we're going to push all the way up this time. Try to extend those arms as far as you can. It's okay if they can't go completely straight. All right, if you're at a bent, that's fine. All right, but either way, we want to inhale, lifting that chest on up. Exhale, we're pushing the hips down to the ground. Great. Taking a few more seconds in this pose, really pushing the hips to the ground here while extending those arms up, lengthening them a little bit more. Awesome. As we lower and we come all the way down, we're gonna send our hands straight out to the side like a T. Go ahead and lift up your right leg up to the sky, and we're gonna bring it to the left side of our body. Dropping down your left cheek to the ground, or you can keep it elevated. Here, your right shoulder is gonna wanna pop up off the ground. That's natural. Try to force it down to the ground. You won't get there, but that's the motion that we wanna go in. So pushing that right shoulder down to the floor, keeping our knee up towards the ceiling, and then trying to bring that foot back behind us. That's a lot going on here, so just do your best. Allowing your whole side arm, side body, quads, glutes, abdominals, obliques, really twist open here. Good, bring it back to the center. Go ahead and send up the left leg this time. Bend at the knee, drop down your right face cheek down, and send that foot behind your back. Now this is great for people who work out their traps because you have a lot of tightness there between your shoulder blades, between the scapula. So this is a great stretch to open up those muscles there that are trapped between our scapulas. Good, really sink down. Again, here your left arm, your left shoulder is gonna wanna come up off the ground. Force it down. You won't get there, but that's the direction you wanna go again. Beautiful, good. As we bring it back to the middle, we're gonna go into what is called a lizard pose. Okay, you can come on up to all fours. This is like a tabletop. You're gonna bring your right leg forward. So bring that foot all the way forward, kind of like a runner's lunge, okay? Check in to make sure that your toe is in front of your knee and it's not behind your knee to take some of that pressure off the knee. Both hands are gonna go to the left side of your body. Okay, here you're gonna slowly lower yourself down. Now if you have a mirror in front of you, this would be optimal because you can make sure that your shoulders are square. What you want to avoid is dropping your head down like this so you get closer to the ground. You're gonna be taking away all your formation there, okay? So you wanna make sure that you're staying true to your formation and just allow your chest to drop down a little bit. Okay, and it's okay if you can't go. This is a big, big, big quad stretch and hamstring stretch. Just allow yourself to gently drop down. Again, if you're looking into a mirror, pull with the belly and the chest, not with the head. We want to avoid curvature of the spine, okay? So begin lowering down. Remember, on the inhales, we lengthen. Exhales, we lower. Good, hold it for a few more seconds. See if you can drop that belly down a little bit further. Beautiful, good. Now we're gonna push our hands up like we're doing a push-up, and we're gonna lift up that back knee, okay? Good. All you're gonna do is drop that foot down, so now we're in a plank pose, right? Now what we're gonna do is switch it up to the other side. So now we're bringing our left foot forward, dropping down that back knee. Both hands go to the right side of our leg now. Great. Double check in to make sure that toe is in front of the knee always. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we lower. Great, really opening up some glutes here. Quad stretch, hams, all that good stuff. Beautiful, inhale, then we lengthen through the belly, pull down. Excellent. Good. Last one, inhale to lengthen, exhale to deepen. Beautiful. As we push on up, get back up to a push-up position. Plank pose. Great. Opposite side, we're going to drop down the right knee this time. The knee is going to go to the middle of our body. Our left leg is going to go straight back, okay? So from a side angle, it should look like this. Yes? Okay, so our knee is in the center of our body. We're not sitting down onto our butt. We're squaring off of our center of our body. We're just going to walk those hands on forward. This is called pigeon pose. We're, again, lengthening our fingertips forward while dropping our chest on down. Now, again, do not lead with your head. No rounding out the spine like that. Okay, we lead with the belly and the chest, and that way we can check in to make sure our spine is nice and straight. Lengthening those fingertips forward, dropping the belly on down. You have the option here to keep your head up, or you can drop your head down to the ground if you trust the ground. Taking a few moments here, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to drop down a little bit deeper. It's great for hip openers, quads, glutes. Good. As we gently push ourselves on up, this is going to be an option depending on your flexibility, okay? Option one, you just stay here, okay, in the middle, right? So another thing is you want to check in to make sure this foot, depending on your flexibility, it's going to be in a different place for everybody. So for some of us, it might be right there in the middle of our body. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you can pull it out to the side, your choice. Okay, big quad stretch here. What you're going to do is you're just going to bend this back knee, and you're going to take your hand and reach back and grab for it and pull it towards your butt. That's a huge quad stretch we're getting right there. Okay, if you are not there yet, go ahead and release it and just sit up nice and tall, putting your chest up towards the sky. You're going to feel that all in your lower back. Okay, but if you're able to, see if you can bend that back leg. Okay, here's a place where if you're unable to grab it just yet, you can use a strap. But once you pull it, you are going to feel that immediately in your quad. Good. Go ahead and hold it there. Good. Focusing on your alignment. Beautiful. As we release, we go back to our plank pose, our push-up position, and then we just send the opposite knee on forward. So now our left knee goes on forward, pigeon pose. Sitting up nice and tall, we push our hands backwards, and then we drop it down all the way. Good. As we drop down here again, check in with that foot. If you think that you can go out a little bit further, you really should be feeling this here in your hip flexors. Okay, so this is great for people who do squats, lunges, hip flexors. Whew, they can sometimes be our worst enemy or our best friends. So go ahead and drop that chest all the way down, sending those hands forward. Again, pulling those fingertips forward and dropping the chest down as far as you can. Good. Go ahead and gently push on up. Same thing on the opposite side. If you can bend that back leg, you're going to reach back, grab for it, and squeeze the foot to your butt. Awesome. Great quad stretch there. Again, I encourage you that if you are not able to grab your foot just yet, I want you to find a strap, try to lasso it around, and grab it and pull it towards your butt. Don't mind the dog in the background. Nothing to see here. Come here. Come here. Excellent. Holding for a few more seconds here. Beautiful. Good. All right. Go ahead and rise up to your knees. What we're going to do is called a camel pose. Okay? Gentlemen, I'm not going to lie. This one is a little bit tougher for some of you guys only because sometimes men have bigger muscles in your back, and so they're not as flexible as it is for some ladies. Okay? But what I would like for you to do here is everyone's going to place their hands like they're going into like their back pockets, okay? This is what relaxed looks like. I want you to try to squeeze your elbows as close together as you possibly can. Okay, the idea here is you want to keep your hips forward as we lower backwards, okay? So as you can see, kind of look like a little camel here. I'm going to drop my hips forward while I'm bringing my elbows back, okay? You might feel this right away. Hold it there and breathe. Good. Again, continue pushing those hips forward, sending your chest on up. If you want to try to go a little bit deeper, see if you can release one hand to your ankle, sending your opposite hand up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe here. Pull those hips forward. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people are going to want to sink backwards. Keep them forward. Good. Send those hands on up. If you want to give it a reverse, see if you can drop down the opposite hand. Opposite hand goes up to the sky. Good. Send it on up there again, pulling those hips forward. Now if you can, don't worry if you can't, but if you can, see if you can drop down both hands to your ankles, pushing your hips forward, okay? If you're not there yet, hands stay on your lower back in those back pockets, squeezing the elbows together, pushing our hips forward, okay? So you got two options there. This one, oops, excuse me, pushing the hips forward or dropping the hands to the ankles. Good. Holding here. Breathing. Inhale, lengthening. Sorry, dog got into something he shouldn't. Good. Bringing those hips forward. Beautiful. Good. Now, stay here with your legs on up. What we're going to do is we're going to send both hands up to the sky. And you're going to do like a little windshield wiper motion. Right hand is going to go back. Left hand is going to come forward. Opening up the shoulders here. Good. Inhale up. Exhale. Left hand goes back. Right hand comes forward. Inhale up. Right hand goes back. Each time, inhale up, I want you to try to bring that back arm around a little bit more. Get a little bit more of a stretch. Inhale up. Exhale right back. Inhale up. Exhale left back. Good. All right, go ahead and have a seat onto your bottom. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Knees are going to be bent. What you're going to do is you're going to take your left leg and you're going to cross it over top of your right knee. Okay, so we're sitting here like this. Now, depending on, again, your flexibility, you might look like this, you might look like this. It doesn't matter wherever you're at. You get to control by using this foot right here. Okay, so I'm kind of doing a side ankle. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze it in nice and tight. You're going to pull your chest on up. Now, depending on if your stability here, either keep your hands down, which is deep enough, okay, or what you're going to do is you're going to put your foot closer to the inside of your thigh and you're going to push your knee out a little bit more. Okay, so you're either resting the ankle over top of your knee or you're putting that foot on the inside of your thigh and you're pushing your hip on out. Good. Either way, you're pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. And just give yourself a little bit of a sway here. Okay, you should feel that there in your glute muscles. Beautiful. Good. So while keeping that foot on up, all we're going to do is going to drop our foot down to the right side. Excellent. Left hand comes over top of that knee. Twist back over your left shoulder. Good. Let's go ahead and swap it out to the other side. Both knees up. Right leg over top this time. Okay, so once again, ankles resting on top of your knee, or if you want a little bit deeper, you can bring it down. Either way, we want to open up that knee as much as we can to the side. Stand up nice and tall here, pushing, using our hands as our leverage to allow for our chest to come up, and then we can just give it a little sway, or you can stay neutral if you want to. So dynamic or static, either one is fine. Awesome, couple more sways here. Like opening up those hip flexors and then dropping it all the way down to the left side. Let that foot drop down. Our left hand comes over that knee, sitting up nice and tall. We twist and rotate over our right shoulder. Good, all right, next one, got a few more left. Windshield. Windshield wiper, you're gonna lay down onto your back. Your knees are gonna be up like this. Arms are straight out to the side. All you're gonna do is drop your knees to the left side, all the way over, and you're gonna take your gaze over to the right side of your body. Just let it twist down there. Switch it over to the opposite side. Drop those knees now over to the left side. Eyes go over to the right. And then you're just gonna windshield wiper back and forth, switching your gaze. So whatever direction your knees are going, your gaze are going the opposite direction. Good. Keep sinking into that a little bit deeper each time, allowing that top leg to just drop naturally on top of the other one. Beautiful. Good. Go ahead and come up out of that. Excellent. We're going to go into our last poses here. We're going to do a modified butterfly, okay? So butterfly, most of us, we squeeze the bottom of our feet in together. This one, we're going to set it out a little bit further, okay? Setting it out a little bit further, our hands are going to go onto our ankles, and we're going to use our elbows to widen out our hips here, okay? So we're using our elbows to push down on top of our knees. Excellent job. Good. Next, grab onto the top of your feet. Your elbows will bow out to the side, and you're gonna bring your chest on down, okay? So again, here we're not leading with the head, we're leading with our belly and our chest. We wanna pull down as much as we possibly can, and we're gonna hold it here. Again, on the exhales, we are dropping the belly down. Let it relax. It does not need to be tight here. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we pull down. As we slowly roll up, we're just gonna take it down nice and simple. Go ahead and bring in the left side. Our right leg is gonna go straight out, and you're just gonna take your body down, okay? A lot of times what people do is they end up twisting their body. I want you to take both hands directly down your legs. So whether you grab onto your calf muscle, your ankle, the top of your foot, it really does not matter, okay? Here we're gonna use the breath work to finish out this routine, okay? On the inhales, I want you to use your breath, okay? So if you haven't been using it, this is definitely the time to use it. On the inhales, we're gonna lengthen. On the exhales, we're gonna pull down. We're gonna do that 3 times. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in and then a long exhale out, okay? So I want you to walk down as far as you possibly can onto that right leg, as much as you can. Good, square off your shoulders, okay? So looking forward, I wanna make sure that my shoulders are square to you, okay? I'm not turning sideways, I'm not doing any of that. So go down as far as you possibly can for now. Deep inhale. Exhale, pull down. 2 more times like that. Deep inhale. Exhale, pull down. Walk your hands down that ankle a little bit more. Last time, we're gonna go as far as you possibly can. Challenge yourself here. Remember, it's mind over matter. Deep inhale. Exhale, pull down, pull down, pull down, and we hold it here. Excellent. Slowly roll up out of that. Go ahead and swap it out for our last stretch. Sitting up nice and tall, we allow that inside foot to hit the inside of our thigh, squaring off our shoulders, walking those hands on down. So that breath work should allow you to get deeper and deeper each time. So no matter where you start off from, you should be much deeper by the end of those 3 breaths, okay? Trust the breath work, they do work. Here we go. Get down as far as you possibly can. Grab onto your ankle, calf muscle, wherever you're at, go a little bit further to challenge ourselves. Deep inhale through the nose. We lengthen, we exhale, we drop down. Allow those elbows to bend. Sink the belly on down. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Exhale. Reach those hands down a little bit further. Take it down a little bit further. You got it. Last one. Challenge yourself. Here we go. Deep inhale. Exhale. Pull down, pull down, pull down. And we hold it here. Beautiful. Slowly roll out of that. Excellent job. We did not do them today, but make sure that you are doing plenty of neck rolls. We hold a lot of stress between our shoulders. So just by simply doing some neck rolls every day, you're already going to be relieving some stress. I am happy to share more stretches with you guys. Today I was really specific to kind of like your hips, hip openers, quads, glutes, hamstrings, stuff like that. But I have a ton of other resources that we can do if you guys are interested. If you have any questions at all, Kelly, Peaceful Warrior, hit me up. I'm happy to answer any questions for you guys. And just remember that with anything, it takes time. Be patient with yourself. And remember, you need to stretch every single day. If you take a day off, your muscles will restore back to their normal size. It's just like working out. You know how you feel when you haven't been in the gym in a while and all of a sudden you go back and you're sore and everything like that? You need to be consistent with it, okay? So every day, try to do a little bit. Even if you pick just a few of these stretches to do each day, you don't need to do a full routine, but consistency is best, okay? Peace and love. Till next time.